Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Believe it or not, a person's handwriting provides specific insight into what they are like as a person. So, these are two examples between two people who have their own handwriting style. On the right side, you can see the picture that represents the handwriting with no slant. Meanwhile, on the left, you could see the handwriting with the right slant. So, what exactly are the differences between both of them? How do they even make sense? My name is Rahmawati Arjunaputri from Offering B, and in this video, I'm going to convey the speech that tells you more about your handwriting illuminates your personality. Before I jump to the interesting parts, I would like to greet the Honorable Lecturer Ma'am Rahmati, who is responsible for this assignment, and all the blessing people who are watching the video right now. Indeed, it is a very great pleasure for me in this precious opportunity to deliver my speech. I hope we are all in good health and always in God's protection. Amen. Well, here is my further explanation about the two examples in the beginning of this video. Study finds more than 5,000 personality traits are linked to how we write. This is according to research from the National Pen Company in the US. Your handwriting can give away clues about 5,000 different personality traits based on the way you space your letters, how you sign your name, the size of your letters, how you connect the letter O and S to the other letters in a word, and shapes of your letters and more can all signify different characteristics that say a lot about you. The process of analyzing handwriting is called graphology. The master graphology, 𝐘𝐨𝐮𝐽𝐻, readily admits that the information is a basic overview, so it won't apply to everyone in every situation. Yet, these factors can show you how aspects about yourself that you may not have considered before. The research carried out by the National Pen Company brought together a range of graphology studies to create its infographic. According to the graphic, the size of someone's handwriting can determine the type of personality they have. So, people with small handwriting tend to be shy, have strong focus and concentration, and meticulous. Whereas outgoing people who love attention and want to feel understood will have larger handwriting. If handwriting is an average size in that the top of the letters sit just below the center of the line, the writer is well adjusted and adaptable. Moving into the space of words, people who leave large gaps between words enjoy their freedom and don't like to be crowded, while people who write words close together can stand to be alone and might be intrusive. Then, if handwriting slants to the right, the person is open to new experiences and enjoys meeting new people. Also, the person is sentimental, impulsive, and highly value friends and family. If handwriting slants to the left, the person prefers to work with things over people, introspective and reserved, and also me-oriented. People whose handwriting doesn't slant in either direction are logical and practical, not letting the emotion control themselves. Next, personality traits are also identifiable by the way individual letters are written. According to the graphic, the type of looping created by the letters I and E can suggest a person's nature. For example, white loops means someone is relaxed and spontaneous as well as open-minded. Alternatively, people who write narrow loops tend to be skeptical of others and may restrict themselves from certain activities, which cause feelings of tension. The way people dot their I and cross their T can also be a personality indicator. If the dot of the letter is situated high above the base, it suggests the writer has a great imagination. But if the dot is close to the base, they can organize and empathetic. Procrastinators tend to dot their I and G to the left of the base letter, while childlike personality types will draw their dots as circles. Slashes used in the place of dots mean the writer doesn't have patience or inadequacy or overly self-critical and are annoyed by people who don't learn from their mistakes. Long crosses on T suggest someone who is determined and enthusiastic but also stubborn. Short crosses tend to be written by someone who is lazy. Okay, so the next one, people who write rounded letters are more creative and artistic, while pointed letters are a sign of aggression or intelligence. Connected letters mean the writer is logical. When people write the letter O with a loop or hole at the top of the letter, it means that they are talkative and sociable, while closed O indicates someone who is private. Similarly, a rounded lowercase means the writer is a people pleaser, but if the rounded bottom is too wide, it suggests that they may not be following their heart either in their career or other pursuits. There are also people who place heavy pressure on the pen when they write, which can cause darker, thicker handwriting. Are good with commitment and taking things seriously, but don't respond well to criticism. Whereas the light-handed writers tend to be empathetic and sensitive, but lack vitality. Okay, I hope you're still interested in hearing this speech. So, someone writes quickly, they are impatient and dislike delays or time wasters. Slower writers are more methodical and self-reliant. Handwriting with heavy pressure is also a sign of high energy levels, whereas light pressure is a sign of tiredness. In other tests, writing the capital letter I, much larger than other capitals, is usually written by someone who is arrogant and has a high opinion of themselves. Writing that changes dramatically over the course of a text is a symbolic of lying. Thus, Which kind of handwriting type are you? That's all my short speech for today, everyone. I hope it could increase your knowledge. I would like to apologize if I have made any mistakes, and thank you very much for your kind attention, mainly to Ma'am Rahmati. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.